This headstone belongs to Etta Ballard Patrick. Etta was born on January 3rd, 1887, in Gainesville, Missouri. She was the second of 12 children born to Dr. Paul and Marcellus Morrison Patrick. When Etta was born, her father was 25 and her mother was 20. Her father was a farmer, teacher, minister of a Christian church, postmaster, and a well known physician in Ozark County. Her mother worked as a housewife. Dr. Patrick has a bridge named after him in Ozark County called Patrick Bridge that crosses the North Fork River. Near the bridge is a spring named Althea Spring after his youngest daughter, Althea Patrick Harris. Out of Dr. Paul and Marcellus's 12 children, two would pass away at a young age, one of which was Etta. When Etta was 2 years old, her brother, William or Roscoe Patrick, passed away at the age of 10 months old. A Patrick family historian reached out to me and she gave me information about what the cause of Etta and Roscoe's deaths were. Her grandma was a sibling to Roscoe and Etta. Her grandma told her that Roscoe died due to diphtheria. Diphtheria is a serious and highly contagious bacterial infection that can affect the upper respiratory tract and skin. The bacteria produces toxins that leads to a thick gray-white membrane going in the throat, which can make it difficult to breathe and swallow and can even lead to suffocation. Her grandma said her father, Paul, even though he was a doctor, became superstitious and blamed the rocking cradle for his son's death. He then banned his babies from rocking cradles and chairs in his home thereafter. 7 years later, Etta passed away on February 27, 1896, at the age of 9. The historian's grandma said Etta died of what we would call childhood leukemia today. Leukemia is a type of cancer that occurs in the blood and the bone marrow. There would have been no cure for cancer back in Etta's day. Etta is buried at Patrick Cemetery. She is buried next to her Patrick grandfather, her parents, several aunts and uncles, and several siblings. She is buried right next to Roscoe. I also cleaned Roscoe and her sister Edith's headstones. Both their videos have already been posted. I will put links to their videos in the description below. Her epitaph at the bottom reads, "At rest." The bird in flight on top of her headstone is a dove and is the most common symbol found on children's graves. It represents that a soul has left its body and can also represent a symbol of love, purity, resurrection, and the Holy Spirit. Due to Etta passing away at a young age, I couldn't find any photos of her, but I did find some photos of her parents and siblings. This first one is a family photo of Paul and Marcellus with 7 of their 12 children. Left to right, standing in the back, are Theda, Samuel, and Agnes. Theda is the sibling that provided the information on Roscoe and Etta to her granddaughter. The next row is Edith, my great-grandmother, and what a frown she has. Paul, Althea, Marcellus, and Myrtle. The little boy in the front is Willard. Willard was their youngest and was born in 1907. He looks to be like a little bit older in this photo, so it was probably taken sometime after 1910. Etta and Roscoe had already passed away, and Helena or Helena, I'm not really sure which way she pronounced her name, Nora and Harold were already married with children out on their own. This photo is of Dr. Paul helping with a harvest. You can see the handwriting on the side of the photo that points to him and is labeled Grandpa Patrick. The other men in this photo are unknown, and I do wonder what they were harvesting. Here are the before and after photos I took of her headstone when I cleaned it. I did go back and take the after shot 2 months later. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.